I want to thank all of you all. Can we put our hands together in a thank you for being out here and taking back our college. You know, Columbia College used to be known in the city of Chicago for being a place that was service, that was committed to the city of Chicago, was engaged in issues in Chicago, but now it's become known as the biggest real estater in the South Loop of Chicago. We're going to turn that around. I'm here also on behalf of all my colleagues in the part-time faculty business. We appreciate all of you all. Yeah. We love all of our students. Yeah. And we are here to say to Columbia College, we ain't going away. We will be here. We will be here till the cows come in. We will be here till you stop paying your administrators these outrageous salaries. We will be here and we are going to take Columbia back to where it needs to be, with the people of Chicago, with the issues of Chicago, and caring. Thank you very much.
Show us what Columbia looks like.
This is what Columbia looks like.
Show us what Columbia looks like.
This is what Columbia looks like.
Columbia College adjuncts are not the problem. Instead, you're trying to divide the faculty against each other is the problem.
Yes.
Taking away seniority is the problem.
Yes.
Setting arbitrary teaching qualifications is the problem.
Yes.
Columbia College, you seem to have checked out on your faculty. You have checked out, but we are
all in.
We are
all in.
We are
all in.
Next, I want to bring up 3 students, starting with Anna.
Hi, my name is Anna Chandler, and I am at the All-In Rally today because even within the first year here at Columbia, I've seen my tuition go up, my facilities decrease, my working professional teachers suffer financially and academically, and all the while President Kim and the high administration salaries increase further and further. The way that our part-time faculty is being treated is criminal, as is the lack of follow-through on the promises made to us students when we applied here. We're being robbed of money, robbed of our teachers' academic freedom, and of the very value of our degrees. Yes. I hope that this rally can avoid a strike, but if not, I for one cannot stand and will not stand for the actions of our administration.
All right!
Yeah, lay it out there.
Thank you. Adriana from the Latino Alliance.
All right, Adriana!
Woo!
Hi there, I'm president of Latino Alliance here on campus, and I'm just here saying that Columbia does not care about the Latinx population on campus. Every year our funding gets cut. Every year they do not promote our events. Every year we get lack of support. And it's tiring. The graduation rates for Latinx students on campus is disgusting, and we will not have it anymore. Yeah. Latino students matter.
Yeah!
And the beloved Bree from the Feminist Alliance.
Take your time, sister. Take your time.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Bree Gracie, and I'm the president of the Feminist Club here at Columbia.
All right,
Yeah!
When I transferred to Columbia about 2 years ago, it was my dream school, and I wanted to have the same experiences that my peers had at their other colleges. But when I came here, and I immediately joined all of the student organizations that I could, took all the on-campus jobs that I could, got as involved as I could, I saw so many teachers I cared about leaving. In just 2 years, so many advisors and so many teachers are gone because they couldn't afford to work here anymore. So many students that were my friends left because they couldn't afford to go to school here anymore. And we continue to see salaries increase. We continue to see structural fees for buildings that students are upset about. We continue to see loss of resources on this campus, and we're frustrated. So Columbia College Chicago wants to say that they care about the way that students are treated, the way that staff and faculty are treated, and they need to make an effort to show that they are making a motion to make change. And that's why I'm here this morning. Thank you.
What Columbia looks like.
This is what Columbia looks like.
Show us what Columbia looks like.
This is what Columbia looks like.
Thank you to those 3 fabulous women speaking their voices and standing up for students at Columbia College. One final student is Izzy Cabot.
All right, brother Izzy. Come on, brother Izzy.
Tell the truth now.
All right. Take your time, brothers. Take your time.
The most traumatic situation that I and my colleagues have to continuously face in Columbia is the problem of diminishing services that help our education. This is a school that many of us have always wanted to go to with the desire of learning the arts and thenceforth leading to graduation. The students of this school want to put their money in the classes that will tend to their needs. We do not want to be limited of the classes that will allow us our pathway to success. I hear the disappointments all the time from my colleagues of the unqualified education that they wish to learn but are incapable due to the service cuts of the school. So Dr. Kim and the board of this school, it is time to listen. It is time to listen to the faculty sworn into allegiance to the school. They have touched our lives as students, helping us become the talented artists that we dream of becoming. This faculty is the very core to what makes Columbia the strong, creative, and well-known college that we all hold dear to our hearts. Don't change that. Thank you.
Show us what Columbia looks like.
This is what Columbia looks like.
Show us what Columbia looks like.
This is what Columbia looks like.
All right, Fox, don't hold up the show now. You're holding up other shows nationally.
Right. Diana, this gentleman needs...
At the end, maybe they could all come back in and then do that.
Okay.
Before we end it. Thank you.
Okay. Sorry about that little delay, folks. Little technical difficulties. But we are here and we are still committed to Columbia College being the college that we needed to be, being the college it needs to be for the city of Chicago. And so Columbia College, students aren't the problem. The problems are soaring tuition rates.
Yes.
Eliminating courses. Taking resources away from your students. These are the problems, Columbia College. It seems that you have checked out, but we are
all in.
You've checked out, but we are
all in.
You have checked out Columbia College, but we are
all in.
There is a mutual garment of destiny that we all share. And to help us illustrate that, we have the Vice President from the Chicago Teachers Union, Jesse Sharkey.
Brother Jesse!
Sisters and brothers, siblings in the struggle, comrades. What we're seeing right now in this country is that the people who occupy the commanding heights of our economy, billionaires, administrators who preside over institutions with endowments in the tens or hundreds of billions of dollars, elected officials and politicians, have abandoned public accommodations and have abandoned the notion that the people with the most have any obligation at all to look out for the people who have the least. And that includes the people who have not yet reached adulthood. Children, infants. That includes the people who go to college, who go to high school, who go to elementary school and preschool. The people who the promises of our society have always been held out to. And if there's any dream left in this society, it's the dream that young people can accomplish more through the promise of education.
That's right.
That's a fundamental belief in this country.
Amen.
That promise is held out to us. They say that the American dream is alive and well because the future generations can accomplish more by working hard, by getting an education, and by succeeding. Yet even as they say that, they cut our wages, they slash our programs, they destroy the things that are held out that allow us to go to college. And we see that in the public schools in Chicago, and we see that, frankly, in West Virginia, and in Oklahoma, and in Arizona, the reddest of the red states. Where the people who make the schools work have been disrespected, have been gouged, have been cut, and have been trod upon. That's right, we have been trod upon. But if our history tells us anything, it is those who are trod upon can rise up like lions. And if the people, those are the commanding heights, our bosses, our politicians, our billionaires, and our 1%, better be careful. They better be careful. Because if they are not careful, like they did in West Virginia, like they did in Oklahoma, like they did in Arizona yesterday, where 75,000 marched and rallied and shut down the schools, we at Columbia also will stand up and will rise up like lions. And we will tell them, we will not be taken for granted. We will not be disrespected. We will fight for our students and for our future. So solidarity, sisters and brothers, because if they're going to do this to us, we're going to strike. We're going to shut this place down. You will have the solidarity, not just for the CTU and its 25,000 members, but for everyone in the city of Chicago. Are we in? I can't hear you. Are we in? Do we have the confidence to fight?
Yes!
All in!
All in!
Reverend Robert Jones from Mount Carmel Missionary Baptist Church.
Come on, Rev. Yes. Come on, Rev.
Not only is this what Columbia looks like, but this is what democracy looks like. We as a leader, as a member of the faith community, as a part of Jobs with Justice, we stand for all of the adjunct professors and all of the instructors and the students that only want to be done what is right.
Yes.
It is time out for the top-down destruction of our universities. It is important for us to make absolutely sure that they know that we're not going anywhere. We're going to continue to fight this struggle. We're going to continue to fight for the unions. We're going to continue to fight for the students and for the instructors of this great Columbia University. This is what democracy looks like.
All right, thank you, Reverend Jones. From students to faculty to religious leaders to community leaders, we say to you, Columbia College, it appears you have checked out, but we are
all in.
We are
all in.
We are
all in.
Next, I'd like to bring up the Chief Counsel for the Chicago Teachers Union, Robert Block.
All right.
And honored to be counsel to PFAC in these negotiations. Kudos to Diana Valera and all the PFAC staff and CJ Hawking for another kick-ass rally. And a special thank you to our friends at the Laborers Union for these amazing fat cats, fat pigs, and here it is, the rat. One Leo Esparza, Labor's Local 6, Kurt Seaman, helped us out today.
All right, thank you.
And you know what? Whether you're on a construction site or at Columbia College, the boss always seems to be the same. All they want to do is divide and conquer. They are trying to divide the tenured faculty from the lecturers, from the rest of the staff, from the students. And they are trying to stop us from taking our rightful voice in the administration of this college. We are the ones who deliver the education that Columbia College stands for, and we will not be denied our voice in this school. We meet up there on the 13th floor, and we get proposal after proposal from the college, trying to take away our job protections, trying to take away our pay, trying to take away our resources to teach the students at this school. And Diana says over and over again, you're not listening. I can promise you today, they are listening.
Show us what Columbia looks like.
This is what Columbia looks like.
Show us what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Friends, we're going to have 2 more students speak, and then PFAC President Diana, and then we will be marching into the building. So stay with us.
Stay with us.
Yes. The 2 students that we'd like to call on first is Dane Wheaton.
And good. So, those bargaining meetings that Robert was talking about up on the 13th floor, I have had the privilege of being at quite a few of them. And he's not wrong. It is mostly Diana and Robert trying to reason with them, giving them story after story, fact after fact. And frankly, it's really, really depressing to watch because as soon as they parade out all of this injustice that's being done, all of the grievances that are being aired here are represented in that room. I've heard all of them. And basically the response is, well, we're sorry you feel that way, but we don't see it that way. So I think today, if there's a lot of people in this big, we're having a different room this time. It's a big old conference hall. And if there's a lot of people in there at PFAC's back, I think it's going to go differently. Thank you.
Yeah!
What an amazing school this is.
Yes.
Students are going into negotiations.
Yeah.
To the faculty of Columbia College, a job well done.
All right.
You taught your students well.
Yeah.
We have one more student who's going to bring us his vocalistic skills, and his name is Brett Sims.
Hello, my name is Brett Sims, and we decided that we are going to sing What About Us from Pink. That song just shows how we put trust in the people up there, but they betrayed us. They stepped all over us, and we're going to show them that they will not be able to do that anymore. You can sing the chorus, and I will show you how it sounds like.
All right.
All right.
What about us? What about all the times you said you had the answers? What about us? What about all the broken happy ever afters? What about us? What about all the plans that ended in disaster? What about love? What about trust? What about us?
Practice.
Let's sing it again, but you guys join in with me too, okay?
Yeah.
All right. What about us? What about all the times you said you had the answers? What about us? What about all the broken happy ever afters? What about us? What about all the plans that ended in disaster? What about us? What about trust? What about us?
Nice.
All right. All right. So we're going to be singing that as we march in together. And to our friends from the TV stations, you are free to join us and film us as we sing and as we march. We are here to tell Columbia College that they seem to have checked out, but we are
all in.
The leadership of the next person cannot be overstated. Diana Valera, president of the part-time faculty at Columbia College.
Thank you, CJ. And I want to especially thank all the students here today. This is incredible. Thank you. I also want to remind us that today we're here, it's a much larger movement. What's happening across this country is much larger. We stand together today with our teachers in Arizona and Colorado. We stand together against this administration, against this nation that's forgotten their values. We have to remember, what are our values? Our values have to be education. It has to be the quality of our education, our students, and our faculty and laborers must be able to earn a living wage. I think our country has forgotten that. When I think about Columbia College, and I've experienced this administration is aligned with the administration in D.C. We cannot accept that. This administration is saying no to teachers, no to quality education, and we are going to say no to the cuts that we're experiencing. We're going to say no to to the degradation of our education. And we're going to say no to the administration when they try to divide us, when they try to break the unions. This is a historic moment that's happening in our country. I'm actually inspired right now. I'm inspired by what's happening here at Columbia. I'm inspired by what's happening across this country. As a nation, we're going to stand up to this. We're going to stand up to the 1%. Because that's really what this is about. This administration is here to make a profit off of our students and off of the backs of our laborers. And we're going to say no. Today, we're going to walk in together. And I thank all of you for being here. We're going to show this administration that we don't stand alone. We're going to show this administration that this is just the beginning. And we're going to demand quality education for our students. We're going to demand that they respect working with unions and respect our teachers. We're going to bring back Columbia, and I thank you, and we're going to march together. Thank you.
Yeah! Show us what Columbia looks like.
This is what Columbia looks like.
Show us what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Diana's going to stand over by the door, and we will all stand behind her. And so that we remember the words and the tune, we're also going to call up Brett. He's going to stay at the mic, but we want everyone to join in and sing as we march in and follow Diana. Thank you all. You have a lot to be proud of. Thank you!
Hey everyone, could you leave your signs right here so don't take them in, okay?
Can you do that in song?
Hey guys, could you make sure you leave your signs outside?
Okay, ready?
You guys ready to go in? Alright. And what about us? And what about all the times we said we had the answers?
Are these, please?
Okay.
What about us? What about all the broken happy ever after? What about us?